welcome back to my channel. If you are seeing this same shirt, I know it's because I'm filming multiple videos and I thought about changing to another shirt because I've already filmed like 2 videos with this one, but I thought, who cares? But today I'm going to do another book review, and it's called The Winter Cottage by Mary Ellen Taylor. And yes, I did do a book review recently on her, and like I said in that video, she is a new author, a newer author to me that I've recently discovered, and I fell in love with her books so far. The first one that I've already did a review on, I loved, and I absolutely love this one. I finished this one a few days ago. I read it on my Kindle. Excuse me. I read it on my Kindle. And I loved it so much that I actually bought it off of Amazon. And so yeah, I don't know, this was another one of those women's contemporary fiction along with a little bit of historical fiction, because it does talk about Lucy, who's in the present right now and all the stuff that she's going through. She inherited the Winter's Cottage from, I guess they would consider family, but it's not really a bloodline family. There was 2 families that were well connected with each other, and it was because of this character. I cannot pronounce the last name. I don't want to butcher it. Was well connected with each other, and the last names, did change over the years, as weird as that is, but because of that, Lucy wound up inheriting the Winter's Cottage instead of it going to being passed down to an actual blood relative. But I also love the fact that it goes back to the days of Lucy's mom, of what she went through, why she left the town that they, were living in this small little country town. Let's see, in, what was it called? Cape Hudson, Virginia, I believe. Oops, I accidentally kicked where my computer is. She goes back there to see, what this Winter Cottage is about, and she tries to find out why her mom left town all those years ago. And along the way, she meets a little girl named Natasha and also a guy named Hank, and along with a few other people. She gets to know the people in town, but more so she gets to find out more about her life and the story behind her mom, the story behind the family history pertaining to her side as well as Hank's side. And she starts to learn a little bit more about everything. So I don't want to say too much, because if I do, I could actually spoil things right now. And like I said, I don't really want to do huge spoilers. I try to do the bare minimum without giving anything major away. But yeah, I thought this was just so good. I really, really enjoyed it. I know the few books that I've already have read so far, I say I highly recommend it, and I do, and I thoroughly do mean that. I mean, if there's a book that I come across, I usually, let me rephrase that. I usually try to buy books that I know for sure that I possibly will enjoy, but I have read books over the years that I did not really care for. And actually there is a few books that I do have that I did not really care for. But some of them I think are far too old for me to do a review. I'm trying to do reviews that I've read books at least in the last couple months. So there is one for sure that I'm going to review that I'm like halvesies on, if that makes any sense. So, but anyways, back to this. I definitely recommend it if you like I said, women's fiction, with a little bit of historical fiction. And if you just like this author in general, at least give it a shot. I hear she also writes books under another name. I think it's Mary Burton. And I did look that up, and I think her books are kind of up my alley. I've already seen a few that I kind of want to read, and I've got a few downloaded for free on my Kindle, so I'm going to give those a shot as well. See, I have quite a few books physical that I want to read, and as well as my Kindle. So yeah, so I definitely recommend you give this a shot. So, and that was my review for the Winter Cottage. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it if you would please. It would definitely help me grow my channel. I would love to grow this channel. But more so, it's just I like reading books and reviewing them for you guys. I want to be able to help somebody to, you know, find a book that they might want to read or don't think of the direction or the genre to read, and just, yeah, you know, just open your mind and just be open to anything to read. I will read anything that sounds good, whatever the genre may be. So yeah, and I will see you guys in my next video.